There are apparently some things that we've left out of this story that we need to tell you right now in order for you to understand how this all works. So, you are an eternal consciousness. Eternal. We can't find a bigger, longer word than that. You are forever. You never cease to be. You are a consciousness that expands, and it is the expansion that gives you the most delight. It's how we all are. We are all that consciousness, and we cannot really accurately separate the consciousness that is us from the consciousness that is you. We are consciousness delighted in expansion. Humans call that consciousness God, but you mess it up when you do. So this consciousness stands in non-physical. You don't even know what that means. It means non-conditional. It means energy, not translatable, all of it. You stand in this non-physical consciousness, and you decide to focus yourself into an environment that is more tangible. And because you're so good at it, you become a physical fetus and then a physical human being. And you are born into an environment that is substantial, that has a platform that you can bounce off of. And you bring this pure consciousness that is you into this environment because you know those that have been living before you came into your body have created an environment that will stimulate you to new ideas. And you took delight in that. So you come into that body and you sift and sort, and without even consciously knowing you're doing it, because your human brain and your human personality has not matured to the place that you're really making big comparisons with lots of momentum. You're just living in this environment of well-being, but you are perceiving and you are coming to your own conclusions, and you are launching vibrational rockets of desire, and you are expanding. So the consciousness that was you before you came into this body is expanding now that you are in this body and because you are in this body. So now, let's go back over to that consciousness that is expanding because you are in this body and because you are launching these rockets. You have become so much more as consciousness since you've been in this body. And that source that is you feels the fullness of what you've become and revels in it constantly, delights in it continuously, basks in the perfection that is you. Feel that just for a minute. That's what worthy feels like if you can find it. Basks in the perfection that is you. And it is that feeling, it's that pulsing vibration that you are always reaching for. That's what we want you to soothe yourself to. We want you to soothe yourself to, because when you accomplish that, being here, you'll all get there when you croak. Off you'll go, and there you'll be, happy for all that you've become. But we don't think you should have to croak in order to experience here at this pointed leading edge the fullness of all that you've become, you see. So then we want to ask you, why do you define yourself through lackful terms when you've become all of this? Well, it's because you've trained yourself to look through physical eyes. We're wanting to train you to feel through vibrational senses. We want you to feel your way to it, not think your way to it. Find the feeling and then let the thoughts follow. That's what that soothing is. And so you say, how do I do it? Yeah. You do it by saying, it's all right. I'm just fine. All is well. They're there. Everything's all right. Perfect place. Perfect time. This is who I am. I was born to be here. I'm on my path. This is the trajectory of who I am. I'm pure positive energy. Everything's just right. I could not be doing it better. I'm following inspiration. I'm getting better at that all the time. Pure positive energy surrounds me. I am adored. This environment that surrounds me inspires me to more. I'm constantly achieving it. I never get it done. I can't get it wrong. All is really well with me. I feel good so much of the time. Pure positive energy surrounds me. All is well. It's all right. It's all right. Everything's all right. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing really good. Source adores me. I feel the inspiration all the time. Ideas are flowing. I receive the ideas. I get inspiration. Sometimes I don't feel like doing something. That's inspiration too. Sometimes I want rest. That's inspiration too. Sometimes there's more resistance than I can overcome. That's all right. It will return. There's an ebb and flow in all of this. Sometimes I have more resistance. I know it. I feel it. Sometimes I have less resistance. I know it. I feel it. Everything's working out just fine. I've put it in the vortex. It is inevitable. My well-being is assured. I'm supposed to be having fun here. Life is supposed to be fun. My inner being is delighting in the life that I have carved out. It's time for me to delight in the life that I've carved out. In other words, it's just talking to yourself like that. No specific terms, just general terms. We want to ask all of you, do you create your own reality?
Yes.
Is this a vibrational universe?
Yes.
Are you singular here in your physical body? Are you more?
Yes.
Are your emotions an indication of the blend of the perspectives of you? That's the thing that you got to get your head around. You have a source energy perspective that you've got to blend with if you are to be happy. Oh, we can't say it more clear. You have a source energy perspective of everything, and especially a perspective of you that you have got to, in your now, blend with if you are to be happy.
Yeah.
You cannot look at yourself in bogus ways and be happy. You cannot argue for your limitations and be happy.
Yeah.
You cannot beat up on yourself about what you should have done or even what you should be doing right now and be happy.
Yeah.
You've got to make peace with yourself. You've got to make it all right where you are. It has to be all right that you don't make your bed, and it has to be all right that you lay there all day if you feel like it. It has to be all right. You have to stop letting other humans who need you to do conditional things so that they can be conditionally happy guide you away from what true love is, you see.
Yes.